Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. Welcome to your monthly modality message.
And what is the monthly modality message? It's a different way of looking at astrology and, of course, what we do best, tarot cards. So we're going to do readings that will help each of the modalities understand what their strengths are, what their interactions will be like, and how they can use their modality superpower to their best advantage. There are three modalities: Cardinal, Fixed, and Mutable, and they each have a different role to play. They sort of comprise different aspects of the energy flow of the Zodiac. All right. Did you want to say anything?
I'm a Cardinal sign.
So that means you'll be first because we do the Cardinals first.
That's right.
And Cardinals...
A righteous place in first place. We are number one. We're number one.
Cardinals are initiators. They're Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn.
That's right.
By the way.
That's right. They're not just me. And they're very active, quick, they're ambitious, they're clever, they want to win above all. Care to throw the negatives at me?
Too domineering, self-centered, forget about others.
What? As they focus on their own stuff, and I'm very guilty of this, often don't finish what we started.
All right, looks like my camera needs a little adjustment. Can't imagine how that happened.
Oh.
All right, I guess that's...
Oh, that's great. I get more room. Okay. So, hey, our first card for this reading is the primary focus for the cardinal signs in the month in Gemini season. And this reading, by the way, if we haven't said it already, is good for the entire Gemini season. So the modality focus for cardinal signs is the Six of Swords. Upright.
Okay, well, Six of Swords, your focus, cardinal signs, looks like you're trying to pull yourself in a new direction away from maybe some troubles you had. You sort of feel you're skipping trouble, or you're hopefully moving to a place that gives you a little bit more serenity.
Cardinal signs, you are moving away from adversity, from conditions that were not, maybe you've outgrown, maybe there's been some real problems there, and it's time to move to calmer shores, to tranquility, and to get some peace of mind and peace in your life once more.
So that's the focus.
So the role your interactions with others may play in this month ahead, cardinal signs. It's the Chariot reversed. Well, my friends, fellow cardinal signs, it looks as though...
You may be causing conflict.
Wow, hey, you took the words out of my mouth, but I don't think so.
Intended or unintended.
It's the Chariot reversed, and I really feel here your interactions with others are going to be kind of... maybe, I'm not going to say non-existent, but I'm going to say that it's going to be very slow. Perhaps you're going to have a hard time connecting with people. It is the Chariot, and the Chariot is about movement, and when it's reversed, it's kind of stuck. So I almost feel as though, okay, I can see this with what Mr. O said, that maybe there's a stalemate. There's an argument, and there's a stalemate where nothing moves, nothing happens. Each position holds their own side. There's no compromise.
Well,
and therefore, stagnation.
When we think about interacting with others, the Chariot in its better aspect sort of looks like it's uniting forces to work for a common goal. So reversed, it sort of looks like maybe you can't really handle that. You can't pull those different disparate forces together. And so your interactions with others maybe are just strained in that way that, you're not necessarily having any weight to your authority that maybe you might normally have.
So card 3 is the opportunities or challenges you cardinal signs, we cardinal signs may face, and how best we can achieve them. Well, as you can see there, maybe, I'm not sure, it's a Fool. It's the Fool upright. And so, this sounds like an opportunity for me. It sounds like all of this might be heading towards something new. Maybe in some area of your life, possibly with who you're dealing with, maybe on a day-to-day basis, if this is in fact a problem between people, you're thinking of taking a risk, taking a gamble, stepping outside your comfort zone. I don't know if that means in relation to these people. I almost think it means leaving them.
Right, it's what it really looks like. It's sort of a reiteration of the previous cards in a way, and the idea that you just have to really be brave and sort of suck it up in some ways
And say it's
do
time
that
for the
thing.
new.
Yeah.
In a sense, this card also plays very well with that Six of Swords. All right. So, how can you use your modality superpower to best advantage this month, fellow cardinal signs? Wow, this is what we like. Saturday night's all right for fighting. It's the Seven of Wands. No. Seven of Wands is not so much as a fight card per se as it is drawing your boundaries, drawing your boundaries, saying enough. This is the line. I dare you to cross it. And so, cardinal signs, one of your superpowers is really that you want to win. You want to win. And so maybe this is how you feel you have to win, by drawing boundaries, by setting yourself, up above those things in life that are trying to bring you down.
Well, when you look at the other signs, all the signs that are in the cardinals, you sort of see that. Maybe it displays a little bit differently, but basically you see that idea of, I want to be alone, but I want you to respect that, So I think this is what it's saying really too, is that it is lonely at the top, and you will do what you need to maintain the role you want for yourself.
Now, I know, I'm speaking more for the fire sign Aries here. I'm talking about a fight. I don't think Libras are that much into it, or Cancers for that matter.
Right.
But I think every one of these is very much into, hey, I need to set these boundaries. And let's be clear, you can use your modality's superpowers here, but you could also use your modality's anti-superpower here. If you're too domineering and you're just pushing your own weight around, then those boundaries become more like a prison to the others that you are dealing with.
Recap?
Yes.
All
right. So the Six of Swords reversed upright is indicating that your focus for the month is how to get to calmer, peaceful, more tranquil conditions in your life.
You want to leave behind some troubles perhaps and just focus on chilling out.
Are you going to sing? Bridge over troubled waters?
Like a bridge. No, I'm not.
That's a hard one. The role your interactions with others will play, well, to me, it's kind of more stagnation. It's just an inability to connect. And maybe it's because there are, issues here.
Yeah, it may be that there's just too much for you to handle, and that's really your interaction, is that you just really sort of have a hands off. You don't know how to pull it together, and you don't want to.
So to me, this seems like a situation that could revolve around workplace issues, drama in the workplace, drama in relationships, perhaps drama in family relations. And it's time to, maybe have a little bit of a separation there. So the opportunities or challenges you face is, are you willing to take that risk? Are you willing to take that leap and move on, to these calmer shores, or to something different in your life, to take a chance on the unknown?
Can't say anything better than that.
And finally, how can you use your modality superpowers, by drawing some boundaries, by being firm, by standing your ground. It seems to me that, there may be a divide here, but maybe in all of this, what the cards are saying is you do have the higher ground and you need to stand on it.
Very good.
That's what we have for you.
All right, so that was Cardinals. And next will be the fixed.
And you will
Fixed
shuffle
signs,
first.
yes.
So the fixed signs, what can I say about the fixed signs?
Well, who are they?
They are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius.
Of course.
Mr. O, of course, and he knows he is steadfast and stable and determined and resolute, self-reliant, always forging ahead calmly, working on objectives.
Go on. I'll do the negative, don't worry.
I bet you will. He remembers those who've helped them. He's persistent, his persistence, concentration. Am I saying his? I guess their persistence, concentration, powerful yet purposeful, with no wasted motions.
But negatives, go ahead and shuffle, we are stubborn.
No.
We have that my way or highway kind of approach.
No.
We have a tendency to get stuck in our ways, and we're pretty much think we're always right.
Is that so?
These are really good qualities, not negatives.
For a Scorpio. For a Scorpio.
I believe if you do the math, more Scorpios have been president of the USA than any other sign, or were tied with the other sign.
And where have they brought us to today?
Well, Nixon wasn't a Scorpio.
He was a Capricorn, wasn't he?
Yes.
And
I believe Capricorns are the next leading presidents.
Enough babble, Mr. O. Pick them up. Let's see what we have for you guys. All right. So, the primary focus for the mutable sign, fixed signs is...
The reversed Five of Pentacles. We are perhaps, in a way, it's similar to the approach of the Cardinals. We're coming back into the circle of light, perhaps. We're maybe finding that maybe there is something giving us a little bit of hope again. We're focusing on basically getting back to a routine that we like. This could be workplace or personal life.
It's true, but I almost see it as a total... opposite of the other one, because with the cardinal signs are trying to escape something, whether it's a toxic workplace or a relationship.
They're both movements, I guess, is what I meant.
This one is moving back towards community, feeling a part of things again, getting back into, maybe, not feeling so isolated anymore. And also, there's a healing, a recovery that's taking place here. So in that regard, it's very similar to the six.
They are movements.
Yeah.
Okay, so against the status quo, so to speak. Okay, so card 2 was your interactions with others. What role will that play? And it's another 5. It's another reversed 5.
Oh.
It's the reversed 5 of Cups.
Well, that looks good.
Yes.
That looks as though your interactions with others, maybe you will break, what you're coming back to here is something really good. There are opportunities for you here in reconnecting, becoming part of this community again, finally healing any wounds that you've had, or maybe difficulties you've had in relating to others, and getting back into the swing of it.
Well, when you look at the personalities of the fixed signs, it could be that maybe, you realize that you got to mend some fences in certain ways, and you got to kind of come back and work with whoever your partners are, workplace or whatever. And that's the 5 of Cups, is like, pull up to the table and give them what you got.
Okay. Card 3 is the opportunities or challenges you may face and how best you can achieve or tackle them.
Reverse-a-palooza, but it's the reversed 4 of Pentacles.
Well, that's really interesting, isn't it?
It's not so bad, I guess.
Well, I think the opportunity here is to let go of the things in your life that you no longer need. Mm-hmm. Whether it's people, whether it's material things, it just seems like there's a release going on here. And so it could be...
You can see the process.
You can see it. Mm-hmm. But it's interesting because you're coming back here. You got an opportunity here with these people. So maybe it's releasing and letting go of whatever it was that was keeping you from being a part of this community.
Maybe you weren't able to evolve or whatever because you had some conceptions and you had to work it out and realize that you had to give a little in order to get a little.
You like saying that lately.
I do like saying that.
All right.
So, finally,
Card 4. How can you use your modality's superpowers to advantage this month?
be nice. Be nice.
Good luck with that.
The Queen of Cups upright. You know, it's kind of like
Is this the anti-Scorpio card?
It could be. There's a Scorpio on the card.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
Right. But so it
That
talks
is so
about
funny.
the depth maybe of a scorpionic type of understanding, but it could be saying too that really your superpower is understanding the emotions this month, you know, understanding people's relationships, understanding how this flow is working, and how maybe being drawn back to people means you weren't really finished with the business at hand, whether it was personal relationships or enterprise, career, etc.
I think that this is like maybe, it's interesting because some of the fixed modalities superpowers have to do with steadfastness, stability. So maybe this is all about maintaining your composure and your emotions, is how you can use your modality superpower this month in order to forge new, it's also about forging ahead. So in order to forge these alliances, whether they're old ones you're rekindling or a new community you have found, you have to have balanced emotions. You have to be kind. You have to be caring for others, and wouldn't hurt to be a little bit empathic too.
Absolutely. So I guess let's recap.
Well, get started. This
All
is
right.
your deal, your show.
So the overall focus is the fact that you maybe have found with the Five of Pentacles that you can kind of hold your head up, or you now understand the way things are and you feel so much better about it. You feel like you're returning to the fold, or you're returning to a feeling that there's something optimistic happening you can also be a part of.
There's a sense of some healing within here, maybe some feelings of being left out or loneliness is now subsiding. Maybe there's a sense of belonging once more. Maybe there's a sense of healing and recovery, whether it's financial recovery or otherwise, that is happening here. And so with your interactions with others, it seems to be backed up in that there are opportunities here being presented by others. Are they helping you out of a financial jam, for example? Are some people helping you out as you heal or recovery from surgery or an illness? Or is it just the fact that you've been lonely and isolated and now you have found some place to call your own?
The overall tenor, as we see with all the cards, is that there is to some degree an idea of healing and also being able to relate with others, resonate. And you see that there, it's sort of like saying, I'm able to partner, I'm able to feel good about working with others. And you see this process happening. It moves into the next card.
It does. It does, and that's the one about what challenges or opportunities present themselves for you. I think there's an opportunity here. Well, it's also a challenge, because it's often hard to let things go. Let certain emotional baggage go, for example. Let, objects and people out of your life go that you're familiar with and you're comfortable with, even though maybe they've been hurting you. And so, but this is the opportunity. I almost sense it's an opportunity and a challenge in this case.
Well, it's likely to mean that these were blocks to healing too, and so you're releasing what may have been stopping that or delaying that.
And ultimately, so you can use your modality's superpower by being stable emotionally, by being kind, by being considerate of others, and being, open and receptive to establishing and forging these relationships.
There's a hint of intuition too, as if, you're feeling that, of course, you can understand and relate to other people's too, and you understand how you all are all working together.
That's what we have for the fixed signs.
So now we're on to...
Yes, you can tell everybody about the mutables.
The mutables. We are all mutable. Mutables.
Some of us are more mutable than others, I say.
Mutables are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. And you can see that, all of those. They go with the flow. They're adaptable, they're flexible, versatile, highly resourceful. They can change when necessary. They are quite easy to change, and they can change.
They can change and assume various personalities. They're kind of like chameleons.
Oh, that's what it is.
They're well liked by others, enjoy learning, playing fair, etc. They can also see below the surface of things. They're selfless and quick to help others.
I guess I couldn't quite read it there. There was not enough light or something.
There's an ampersand missing. Can change and assume various
I got
personas.
it. I know, I realized that, but for some reason it threw me off and I thought it was a different word altogether.
Well, let's talk about mutable negatives.
Oh, yes.
They try too hard to please everyone. You can't please everyone. That's the truth. They can also be seen as wishy-washy because, they don't know which side to pick. They don't want to pick sides. They want to make everybody happy. And finally, they can stretch themselves to the breaking point and sometimes appear duplicitous because of the way they are so wishy-washy.
So
when they're in their negative mode.
What is the focus for the mutables then?
I don't know. What is it?
Let's see.
Let's see. Well, it's the King of Swords reversed. Well, with the King of Swords reversed here, the focus is maybe on what's making you angry. What's making you kind of upset. Upset to the point where maybe you can't think clearly and, your judgment might be a little clouded by whatever is setting you off.
These are important things. It may be that you feel there is something important to decide and you can't really focus that way. And some of this may feel mutables, like you just feel like you need to know more or you need to see a different side, but you need to resign that maybe this is all you get.
I'm never happy when I see the King of Swords reversed, though, because I always feel somebody's looking for trouble. So mutables, I hope that's not you and you're not looking for trouble. Maybe the focus is you're dealing with this type of individual.
That could be too, yeah.
All right.
So what is your interaction with others going to be like?
Well, speaking of this, we have the Princess of Swords.
Reversed. Well, it's another sword card, and the Princess of Swords is the Page of Swords. So it is saying, that maybe you are sloppy with people. You are picking sides that you shouldn't be picking. You are maybe saying some things to certain people you shouldn't say. You're not keeping secrets. You're basically clumsy, like I said, and that is not going to be helpful if you are depending on people to be smooth and working together or understanding each other.
I feel like this is not a healthy combination here.
Oh, no.
Because I sense with the mutables that communication breakdowns are likely to occur. Maybe because of, like I said, the situation of dealing with some unruly, unethical, and kind of malicious, angry person. And there's a lot of, there's just an inability to get your point across. And, I get the feeling here that the King of Swords reversed is closed-minded. I don't know why, but see, I'm lumping these two right together here.
I would have to say I can understand that. So then...
Card 3 is the opportunities or challenges you may face in the month and how best to achieve or tackle them. Oh my goodness. It's the Nine of Cups reversed. There are definite challenges for you mutables this month. It's hard to focus on your goals, your dreams, your wishes, your desires when you're in this state of conflict. When you're upset, angry, or if somebody else is and you've got to watch your back sort of thing, So it's going to be hard. I think the challenge here is how can you really achieve anything this month when you're dealing with this conflict?
Well, it also looks like these opportunities or things here are things that you don't really favor and that you sort of feel already you either don't really want or you don't feel are helpful to you. So that is definitely a challenge, and it's maybe a challenge of either coming to accept that or figuring out how you can make them helpful.
Wow. So, all right, let's just see what you flexible mutables can do about this. How can you use your modality superpower to best advantage this month? Well, it's the Three of Swords, and it's about healing.
It's reversed.
Yeah, it's reversed. And so the best, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. You know what, you modalities, you are the peacemakers, right? You try to make everything work. You're adaptable, you're flexible, you're diplomatic, as they say. So you are going to try very, very hard to turn this situation around with diplomacy and try to heal the wounds. That is your best. That's what you do best. I'm going to say that. I'm not sure, just me, and I don't want to be Debbie Downer, that you're going to be successful, but you're definitely going to try.
You definitely have to work on healing the part that helps yourself feel better about it. And that may be the key too. In looking back at the whole thing here, it seems like maybe the mutables that feel they're backed into a corner and nothing good is going to happen, or they feel bad about the choices, decisions they have. They feel that their interactions, I'm going to let you get to it in a minute, will really not be helpful.
They could be dealing with angry, really malicious kind of people. And it's going to be very, very hard for them to, you know, shift this person's closed-minded perspectives. So it's a real combative kind of situation, but I also see what he is saying.
How to make what you feel is not going to be helpful. Whoa, what a challenge.
With the Nine of Cups. Well, I feel here that it's just going to be hard for you to focus on anything else meaningful, you know, because you're really going to be locked in this, I think, and trying to figure your way out, trying to figure the way to heal the situation. I really do feel you're going to approach this with a reconciliatory attitude, but will it help?
You have to remember that if at least you can heal yourself and walk away proud and happy about that, that may be the best you can do, if nothing else.
And you know what? You know what, mutables? Remember, you're anti-superpower. You can't please everyone, and you shouldn't try. You know, you do what you can, but don't let somebody stretch you like a rubber band to the breaking point. Don't do it. You know, do whatever you can and then decide, well, I've done enough. Want to thank everybody for joining us for our monthly modality messages.
We will return.
We will return when it's the Cancer birthday season.
So about 28 days or so from now.
So, hey everybody, hang in there in this month of Gemini, and Gemini season, as I like to call it. Take care, and we will see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.